this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Hey, this is EAJ Man from Autopsy Live and the Skype Pirates. When I want to make it look like I give a shit about sports, I tune into Sports World Radio with Jeff Escow.
Jeff
Doing my time. Doing my time. Got myself a problem.
Live from San Diego, it's Sports World Radio. You've never heard a sports show like this. Oh, no, you haven't.
Oh, blow me.
You got it.
Holy fucking shit.
What in the hell is your major malfunction?
Can't believe that goddamn son of a bitch did that fucking crap.
Don't give me any of your shit.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. Those are your hosts, Jeff Escow and Sean Mann. Remember, those who can't play sports, talk about it. These two tell it like it is. Tune into Sports World Radio for the fastest hour of sports of your life. So here they are, the douchebags of sports themselves, Jeff Escow and Sean Mann.
Hey, welcome to Sports World Radio. Glad everybody could be with us today. We got a jam-packed show. I am the host, Jeff Escow. Lots and lots to get to today. Just a quick reminder, coming up in the bottom of the second hour, Tommy Harris, ex-NFL football player, joining us here on Sports World Radio today. Played for the Bears and played in his final year in the NFL for the San Diego Chargers. So that's who we got coming on today, Tommy Harris. Let's get all the particulars out of the way, and then we'll get on with the show. Like I said, this is Sports World Radio. We do the show each and every Monday through Friday, 6 o'clock on the East, 3 o'clock on the West. And if you happen to live in the Central,
Figure it out.
that's right. Figure it out for yourself. All right. Now, there's several ways to get in touch with us here on Sports World Radio. I'm going to give you all the ways. This way you never, ever miss the show. The best way to get in touch with us is over in our chat room. Head on over to Spreaker.com, Spreaker, Spreaker.com. Sign up, get yourself a free account, and then come on into the chat room. When you get yourself a free account, just type in Sports World Radio. You'll see that it says live. Click it. The show will show up at the bottom of your screen. Click the bubble, and you're in the chat room hanging out, talking away with us. I know for a fact, in fact, I was on a call last night with our producer, Josh Lopez, and I was going over some of the stats here. I know for a fact that there's tons of people hanging out in the chat room that don't chat. There's only about 5 or 6 of us that actually chat in the chat room. Everybody else that's hanging out in the chat room is just hanging out and not chatting. When you come into the chat room, first thing I want you to do is right above the chat where you type your stuff in is a gray bar that says like. Click it and turn it yellow. That's the first thing I want you to do. And then the second thing I want you to do is go into the chat bar there and type hello. And say hello to us. We won't bite your heads off. We promise. Unless you actually want us to, and then we will. I know for a fact there's tons of people hanging out in the chat room. Just say hello. Smoking Ronnie, look, he's saying hello. Shaba says hello. Laura says hello. Everybody else, come on, new people. Just say hello. Sean and I won't bite, unless that's what you're into, of course. Facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio. Facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio is another way to get in touch with us. Go like our Facebook page. Pinned to the top of our Facebook page is our petition to have me, Jeff Escow, in a sports debate with Skip Bayless. That's right, the man who thinks he can out-debate anybody in sports. Well, I throw out the gauntlet. I throw out the challenge. So head on over to our Facebook page over at Facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio. Like it, then fill out the petition, sign it, and let's get this to happen. Twitter.com/SportsWorldRadio. Twitter.com/SportsWorldRadio is another way to follow us. 619-663-3715. 619-663-3715 is the number to get in touch. And swrshow@gmail.com. swrshow@gmail.com is the other way. Those are all the ways to get in touch with us here on Sports World Radio. Don't forget, we got a contest going. We're looking for a new intro. Send your intros to introcontest@sportsworldradio.com. 60 seconds long, no curse words. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann must be in there. And finally, don't forget to sign up for our sports shorts. Okay, guys? If you want to hear what we are doing during the commercial breaks, then head on over to swrsportshorts.com/SWR Shorts. That's swrsportshorts.com/SWR Shorts, and find out and listen to every single commercial break that me and the guys have. And we go nuts sometimes. Sometimes it's hilarious. Sometimes it's ranting going on. It's just awesome stuff that we don't bring to the radio show. That's just for the Sport Short people. And we have just a contest going on just for the Sport Short people that we don't do on the show. So head on over to swrsportshorts.com/SWR Shorts and sign up today. With all that being said, what do you say, hey, we bring in our co-host, Sean Mann, the Update Man. What's going on, buddy?
I'm doing good, Jeff. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sports World Radio on Friday, August 28th, 2015 at 6:09 p.m. on the East Coast, which makes it 3:09 p.m. out on the West. For you people in the Central, figure it out for yourself. For the people in the mountains, who really gives a flying fig Newton and who really cares?
Ain't that the
Doing
truth,
well in general. It's about, 93 degrees. It's like cloudy, humid, but very smoky today. Another smoky one.
Another smoky one for you, man?
Yeah, I'm ready for these wildfires to, go bye-bye and hope and pray that we can get some rain or some thunderstorms this weekend, maybe.
Well, as you know here, it's pretty smoking hot here if I got the AC on. I mean, it's really hot here, man. It's
I believe
smoking hot here. It's like I woke up about noonish. It was like a sauna in this freaking studio. Still not cooled down yet, and it's 3 hours ago.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, the air conditioner's been running for 3 hours, and it's still not cool in the studio yet.
Good grief.
Yeah, so it's smoking hot in here. Smoking hot.
Smoking
See,
hot.
all the normal people are saying hello in the chat room. I know for a fact that there's more people hanging out in the chat room that actually type in the chat room. So all you people that don't type into the chat room, just say hello. Don't be afraid, bitches. You're pissing me off more that you're not typing hello.
Smoking Ronnie, what do you mean bite you one more time? Or is it are you upset because you know that the Cowboys are going to lose?
You know something? We had, and I know Ronnie was here for that. We had John Machado on the show the other day, right?
Yeah.
Dallas Morning News, writes for the Cowboys on the Dallas Morning News, right?
Right.
And we ask every writer before they leave, who's their pick for Super Bowl 50? Okay?
Yeah.
Not even John Machado has them in the Super Bowl. A Dallas Cowboy writer didn't even put the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl. And not only that, Mr. Smokin' Ronnie, he has them sitting at 11-5. So guess what? You're going to be out here making dinner for all of us on Super Bowl Sunday. It's going to be a beautiful thing, my friend.
And Ronnie, you spelled my last name wrong. It's not M-A-N, it's M-A-H-O-N. Thank you. Had to correct him on that. Yeah, you Cowboy fan. You know, Smoking Ronnie, enjoy the gloating now because I won't be hearing very much from you. You'd even refuse to bet with me between the Patriots and the Cowboys. You won't even bet with me.
Oh, he won't even bet with you. Oh, poor baby.
12 minutes after the hour, Ryan Stick-a-Blazing says that Jeff Eskow is one of the worst sports broadcasters ever, and he needs to quit, and that Sports World Radio needs to be terminated, and Josh Lopez needs to be fired, and Sean Mann is the nerd of all nerds, and Frank Sprinkle is loud and obnoxious.
I'm glad you brought his name up to me today because I had like I said, I had a conversation with our producer yesterday on the phone, and I know what you guys do. You guys tag team up on me to push my buttons. I know what you guys are doing. And I told Josh I was going to do this yesterday, so here it comes. Hey, Ryan, Mr. Blazing.
And he's upset you got him fired.
Well, that's okay. I don't mind that. In fact, I don't. It's kind of funny. I told Josh this last night. You know, the only time I think of this kid is when you guys bring his name up to me. The only time I think of him is when you guys bring his name up to me. It's not like he's living in my head. I'm living in his head. Sports World Radio is living in his head rent-free. Hey, Ryan, Mr. Blazing, I'll tell you what. and I know you're listening to the show, so I'm going to make this really easy for you. Since you said that you couldn't download Skype and call us on Skype, grab your goddamn cell phone and dial 619-663-3715 right now and give us a call, and I'll give you some airtime, bitch.
The reason why he won't do it is that since you just gave him the number, he's too afraid to come on. He's too chicken. And then he's going to run to Facebook or even Twitter and start saying how bad we are.
Hey, Shaba, I'll get all the new sports shorts up this weekend for the rest of August, I promise. Come on, Mr. Ryan Blazing. Okay?
Smoking Ronnie, I think, just posted your number in the chat room.
That's the number for Sports World Radio. 619-663-3715. Call it, bitch. Let me see how much kind of cojones you have, because I know you don't have any. I'll give you airtime. I don't care. You ain't going to come in here and scare me on our show. I'll tell you that right now, bitch.
You don't even scare me either, Ryan's dick a-blazing. You're just a fraidy cat. And you know what? You're really actually the nerd of all nerds, Ryan's dick a-blazing, because you're like Skippy Bayless. You are so biased that you don't understand the whole point of sports at all. You're
living inside of his head rent-free. Hey, just in case he does call, Josh, what is the area code that he lives in? So if he does call and I see it, I'll pick it up. He's just, we're living inside of his head rent-free. The only, not just 2 hours a day, 24 hours a day we're living inside of his head rent-free. Here, me, I don't think about him at all. Hey, Nash Carey, how are you? Welcome to the show.
Nice to meet you, Nash. Thank you for coming out.
Welcome to the show. I don't think about him at all unless you sons of bitches bring it up to me. So let's get into our first topic of the day. Don't you think so?
Yeah, first story of the day we get to. What prompted Chip Kelly's manic offseason with the Eagles? In part, Nick Saban. When explaining why he chose to gamble on oft-injured quarterbacks, Sam Bradford's Philadelphia's Chip Kelly likes to reference the cautionary tale of another wildly preposterous college head coach whose NFL fate he is trying to avoid. When the Dolphins in 2006, Nick Saban had the opportunity to sign Drew Brees as an unrestricted free agent. Saban passed because the team doctors felt Brees couldn't mount a successful comeback from the shoulder surgery underwent the previous season. So now, with Chip Kelly, his belief is that he feels like he's got the right man in Sam Bradford to be the starting quarterback to lead this team.
You better hope so. You better hope so. We talked to John Marks the other day, 97.5 radio host, about the Philadelphia Eagles. He says that Sam Bradford's the starter right now, and we asked him about Tim Tebow. He doesn't think that Tim Tebow's going to even make the team.
I don't think Tim Tebow will either. It's just going to depend on when the preseason comes to a conclusion who the Eagles really need to go with.
And speaking of the Eagles, John Marks didn't even pick the Eagles to make the Super Bowl.
No.
Okay? He's got them sitting at 10-6, and he didn't even pick them to make the Super Bowl. We had all the writers that we've had in so far, not one of them has picked their team to make it to the Super Bowl. How crazy is that, boys and girls?
Shabba, that's absolutely correct. It was a big gamble on Chip Kelly's part because now he's going with the situation of trying to figure out who does he really want to be the starting quarterback. Obviously, when we had the Eagles writer on, he said he was not a big Mark Sanchez fan. Maybe right. Sanchez's time is up in Philadelphia. Who knows?
Don't forget, coming up at the bottom of the second hour, we have Tommy Harris, ex-NFL football player, coming in, played for the Chicago Bears and ended his career with the San Diego Chargers, coming in at the bottom of the second hour, so get ready for that. Listen, I'm a Giant fan. We all know I'm a Giant fan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? John Marks from 97.5 Philadelphia didn't even pick Philly to get to the Super Bowl and has them sitting at 10-6. Maybe winning that division and still not getting into the Super Bowl. He's got, if I'm looking, let me see. He's got Seattle and the Ravens in the Super Bowl. Okay? That's not Philadelphia. That's not Philadelphia, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
you know what, Nash? And that's what John said too. If he does make the team, that's what it's going to be for the gimmick plays. He won't be the quarterback at all. He'll be for the gimmick play guy. So if he gets hurt, it's really not going to matter. That's what he said. Listen, he is not a quarterback. And even John said that his throwing motion is not a quarterback motion. And Tim Tebow was out here for weeks, months, working on it on the beach in La Jolla. 20 minutes from my house.
Right.
Okay? But I've said this that since the day he declared for the draft, I said this. Tim Tebow is not an NFL quarterback. And I'm going to throw this out there, too. Neither is Johnny Manziel.
Nope.
And just because you win a Heisman Trophy, don't make you an NFL quarterback. And don't get me started on that, because I'll go through the goddamn list again. We've done it many times on this show. And guess what? The facts prove me right. And whoever tells me I'm wrong, I'll just come up with the facts and I'll show them that they're wrong and I'm right.
Smokin' Ronnie says, Jeff, Dallas will easily win the NFC East Division.
I don't know. We'll
You better
see.
hope and
Everybody's
pray,
got. It's either Philly or Dallas, and then the Giants. That's how everybody's got it sitting right now. Either Philly or Dallas. It's either going to go Dallas, Philly, Giants, or Philly, Dallas, Giants. That's what everybody's predicting right now.
And pretty much we'll know a lot more a week from tomorrow, because all of you got to remember that a week from tomorrow we do make our predictions for the divisions a week from tomorrow. So that NFC East should be a really interesting topic that you, Josh, Frank, and I will be discussing.
Our first NFL Real Talk show, September 5th, 9 o'clock on the East, 6 o'clock on the West, right here on Sports World Radio. We're going to predict all the records for all the teams. It's going to be fast-moving show. It's going to be awesome. The three of us guys are working on it. It's going to be cool as heck. Josh and I got some cool surprises for you. It's going to be a lot of fun. September 5th, 9 o'clock on the East, 6 o'clock on the West. If you live in the Central,
figure it out.
Our first NFL Real Talk show on Sports World Radio coming September 5th. Going to be a lot of fun.
Smokin' Ronnie, that's a good point. I could possibly see Peyton Manning getting hurt, too. Keep in mind.
How do you throw a football with no feeling in your fingers? Huh? How does that work out for you?
Not sure.
Look at Shaba, 8 o'clock Central. Shaba's all over that Central time, ain't he? How do you throw? Hey, Smokin' Ronnie? According to the Dallas John Machado, Cowboys aren't going to the Super Bowl. So do me a favor. Make sure you got those ribs nice and marinated for me when you get out here to San Diego for the Super Bowl party. Yeah, buddy.
I could just say, though, kind of going back to it, Smokin' Ronnie, yeah, I could see Peyton Manning. And I think a lot of people could see that he could get hurt, because Peyton Manning knows he's 39 years old. He's got one last shot at this, I think, because I don't see him coming back for 2016, whatever the result is for 2015.
No, and then I'll win my bet. Then I'll win my bet big time.
Yeah, and I know, Josh, you don't have the Broncos on your fantasy pro football team because Denver's a different team. If you look at the way the Broncos are, they're going to be a team with a new coach, new offensive system for Peyton Manning to understand and go through. And I know I just want to not try to add too much because I know we're saving it all a week from tomorrow evening. It's going to be interesting to see how this NFL season, I guess everybody's just ready for football, which is great.
Yeah, somebody just sent me a private message on Facebook. That's funny, Ronnie. I like that. That's good. I like that. It's coming up at the bottom of the second hour. Tommy Harris, ex-NFL football player, joining us. Played with the Bears and ended his career with the Chargers. So we got that coming up at the bottom of the second hour. I do believe coming up at the bottom of this hour, we're going to have the producer, Josh Lopez, coming on in. I believe what we're doing is we're kind of flipping the show around a little bit. Normally, we do our interviews in the first hour of the show, and we do our thing in the second hour. Well, this time we're doing our thing in the first hour, and we're doing a interview in the second hour. We're flipping things around. We're being multi-dimensional here on Sports World Radio. Why not, Sean, right?
Why not? Why not at all?
Hey, listen, if you guys want to hear what we talk about during the commercial breaks, head on over to swrsportshorts.com/SWR Shorts. Sign up today. You get every single commercial break. So while you guys are listening to the commercials, me and Josh and Sean and whoever's on the lines with are having conversations. Sometimes we're yelling and screaming at each other. Sometimes I'm doing a rant. Sometimes we're having fun. We're laughing. We're telling jokes. It's a blast. And you guys don't get to hear that stuff. So I decided to record it all, and now you guys get to hear it. Head on over to swrsportshorts.com/SWR Shorts and sign up today. Chaba does it. Chaba freaking loves it, man. Josh listens to it to and from going back to the studio when he goes to do his radio show in Chicago. He's on the bus laughing his ass off, and people are looking at him like he's wacky. It's hysterical stuff, man. It's hysterical stuff.
Kyrie Irving was initially slated to miss 3 to 4 months after undergoing knee surgery in early June, but it appears the Cleveland Cavaliers star will be taking a more cautious approach for the three-time All-Star. Though his recovery from a broken kneecap is said to be going smoothly, there's a slim chance that Kyrie Irving, the point guard, will be ready for opening night against the Bulls and may not play until January. The Cleveland Plain Dealer reported Thursday, Jeff, and that could be a very big loss for the Cavaliers throughout the season.
Big. Right? I kind of like it.
I like it, too, because remember, everybody, here it is the 28th of August, and I'm sure in a few weeks with NBA right around the corner, they've already got the preseason schedules out, and the regular season starts in late October. I'm sure that, again, all the media and all the experts and even Skippy Bayless will be going with the Cleveland Cavaliers to have a chance to win the NBA championship in June of next year. I will believe that, like all of us, when we see it, because the Cavaliers, remember, everybody thought they would do it, look good on paper. Then they ran into a Warriors team that was just too explosive, had too many weapons.
Too many weapons. I hope I hope it takes longer for Kyrie Irving to get back.
And remember,
I know that's mean, but you know what? I don't give a flying fig Newton.
And I know that all of the some of the NBA writers that we've interviewed, a lot of them have been kind of biased. They have gone towards the Cleveland Cavaliers. Yeah, well, listen, ESPN, TNT, NBA, they're all biased towards the Cavaliers. You got to show LeBron James and the Cavs in every single game. Who gives a flying fig Newton? I'm sick and tired of watching LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. There's, correct me if I'm wrong, 29 other teams? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of other teams.
There's 29 other teams I would rather watch than the Cavaliers and LeBron James. I'm telling you right now, NBA, even though I am a sports guy and I am the host of this show, I don't care. I am not watching a Cleveland Cavalier game all year long unless it's against the Knicks. Otherwise, I am not watching LeBron James and the Cavaliers play at all. Not watching it. I refuse. I'm boycotting Cleveland this year.
And to think about it, too, Josh, he said 70% of the Cavs roster are overstaying their welcome in the NBA. Their careers are going to end soon. And, of course, keep this in mind, too, that, Josh, I know you can hardly wait, the Cavs hosting the Bulls on TNT.
How many how many guys over the age of 30 do they have on that freaking team?
I don't know off the top of my head. Josh, you could have to look at it for the roster.
You know, that's ridiculous.
They got a lot of players probably in their 30s, and David
and
Black.
They're bringing J.R. Smith back, but they can't get Tristan Thompson? What are you kidding me? Come on, really? I would rather have Tristan Thompson than J.R. Smith. Take that money that you're going to pay J.R. Smith and give it to Tristan Thompson and tell J.R. Smith to go walk. J.R. Smith don't deserve no $6.4 million. I'm telling you that right now. Take that money and give it to Tristan and tell J.R. Smith to hit the bricks. Okay? That's ridiculous, man. Are you kidding me? Really? Who's going to be more valuable to you down the road? J.R. Smith or Tristan Thompson? Who's younger? J.R. Smith or Tristan Thompson? Both answers. Tristan Thompson.
That's right.
Dumbasses. I don't get that. That dumbfounds me. I do not get that. And J.R. Smith proved it in the finals. I don't get it. You know? It befuddles me.
And I really, really don't care about them being so biased toward the Cavaliers. I will focus on the Boston Celtics and watch my favorite team play, but instead of just having to listen to them, I'll do the same thing. Just shut the television and shut the sports radios off, because all they're going to talk about, Cleveland this or Cleveland that. It just gets so annoying. And on that note, we have to run to our first commercial break of the day, and I know Josh Lopez is getting ready to come on in.
We're going to bring our producer in when we come back, so you're listening to Jeff Escow Showman on
Sports World Radio.
We'll be right back.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
Did you know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease? For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association's START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
What kind of person gets to work in the sunshine instead of an office? This kind of person. I am the new way to work. I do have an office. I'm just not chained to it. It's a Regis office at one of the nicest addresses in the city. I don't have a lease, so I don't have to budget for stuff like phones, IT guys, and artwork for the lobby. Instead, I pay one low monthly rate that gives me a beautiful lobby that impresses my clients, a friendly receptionist, a fully furnished office, a place to meet, and a place to brainstorm with my fellow New Way to Workers. We wonder why more people don't realize that the new way to work is the best way to work. I come here because I want to, not because I have to. I am the new way to work, and I'd like you to join me.
Start now and get 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES or visit regis.com/TV.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio, Jeff Escow Show, man. You know, I shouldn't have told you that last night. I should have never told you that last night. Bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk here on the internet. Joining us is our producer, Josh Lopez. What's up, buddy?
How's it going, everybody?
I should have never told you that last night. Because now
I'm sure the conversation me and Jeff had last night is definitely award-winning for sports shorts.
Yeah, and I did not record it. How about that? I should have recorded that conversation we were having last night. Because I went off a bunch of times last night, didn't I?
Yep.
Yeah, I think maybe I should start recording those conversations, too, and stick them in the sports shorts as bonuses.
Correct.
33 minutes after the hour, there's news coming from New York today. The New York Jets, they added a big quarterback name by the name of Josh Johnson. After losing Geno Smith to that debt, the Jets decided to sign Josh Johnson from the Cincinnati Bengals, since Geno will be out 6 to 10 weeks with Josh Johnson from the Cincinnati Bengals. He was released.
Who?
Josh Johnson.
Who?
I'm saying who because you said he's a big quarterback. I never heard of in my life.
Me neither.
Well,
that's why the Bengals released him.
Since the Jets have Geno Smith out 6 to 10 weeks, they need a backup quarterback in case Ryan Fitzpatrick gets hurt.
Sean, not even Phil Simms' son can help the New York Jets. They're a joke and a half.
Yes, they are, and I'm sure. Well, according to the experts, some people believe they can actually win this year, Josh, with Ryan Fitzpatrick.
What? 3 games?
What are you saying? The Jets will be a 3-13 team there, Josh? I'm a Patriot fan. But what are you saying there?
Yeah, you used to be a Jeff fan too, so.
Oh yeah, that was a long time.
Do that, you're added to the list again. Alrighty, what's the next story, buddy?
All right, so the Josh Johnson going to the Jets. Let's see. For the Space Jam movie, Michael Jordan's jersey for Space Jam has been auctioned off.
Oh, God. Just crown the guy the greatest player of all time already, for God's sake.
Don't.
What more can they do to blow LeBron James?
No, don't.
Oh.
Don't do that. That'll piss me off.
And then, LeBron James does Space Jam 2, and Josh goes, thanks a lot for screwing up my...
Screw him.
Your celebrity dad's going to be on that Cleveland squad for Toon Squad movie, whatever it is, Looney Tunes. Space Jam. Because, Bill Murray was a Bulls fan. Drew Carey comes from Cleveland, so...
Oh! What do you say about that, Jeff?
That's funny. That's funny.
Because LeBron thinks he can become a very big actor instead of an NBA player, too.
Hey, before we get into the bash hour, Jeff, I had another update from Ryan Blazing that Sean didn't say. He said that the New York Knicks would never win a championship with Phil Jackson there.
He could be right. He could be right. It's going to take him at least 2 to 3 more years for it to be going anywhere. So he could be right. You know what? Phil Jackson, you know what's going to end up happening? You want me to tell you what's going to end up happening?
Go ahead.
The year Phil Jackson leaves is the year they win it. Watch. Because he'll put the team together. Dolan and him will get into a fight. He'll leave, and they'll end up winning. Watch.
Okie dokie.
I'm just saying.
So, are we ready, Sean?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour at 36 minutes after the hour on the 28th of August.
Alrighty, Skippy Bayless said that the Dallas Cowboys should be on NBC Sunday Night Football every week this season.
Because, Jeff, he wants to see the Cowboys become the tradition on NBC.
I don't care. They have one good season, and all of a sudden he's announcing them Super Bowl champions.
Skippy Bayless said that Des Bryant will be the next Jerry Rice.
Hold your horses, man. How many years has this guy been in the league?
2, 3, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Not very long.
Correct.
Bryant.
He hasn't been in the Super Bowl at all. He hasn't been MVP anywhere. Okay? He's got Tony Romo as his quarterback. If Tony Romo has to throw all year long, if I'm any team, I rush the living crap out of him and I double team Dez and make him throw to somebody else.
And Des Bryant will be upset. I want football. Pass me the football.
He's got. I got to believe that Des Bryant's a pain in the ass in the locker room.
He's the next Chad Johnson.
They got to believe that, right?
Remember that time? What happened against Green Bay?
If you want to be the next Jerry Rice, Des Bryant, take a page out of Jerry Rice and keep your mouth shut.
Oh, my gosh, Shabba. Des isn't a pimple on Rice's
Hey,
pie.
Nash, you are 100% correct.
Look at, Skippy Bayless smokes pole. Yeah, but don't forget, Nash, he likes to be on that pole by AT&T Stadium.
Yeah, the Jerry Jones pole.
Yep.
Jerry's box.
You know what? Skip Bayless smokes Jerry Jones's pole.
Skippy Bayless said that if he was a wrestler, he would have the Skip Bayless Open Challenge. Any takers?
Wow, Jeff.
Listen, he's got enough problems doing his own show that he doesn't prepare for. Let alone wrestling. Okay, I know for a fact that he doesn't prepare for his own show. Doesn't do his research. I know for a fact, because if he did, there'd be two statements he would never make. And he made them.
Josh, you're a big fan of wrestling. How would you say about that? That he have to Skippy Bayless Open Challenge?
Dude, Stephanie McMahon could whip his ass.
Hey, Skip, worry about the job you have now because you don't do that very well.
Correct.
He sucks at everything. What do you expect?
All right, we got another divisional quote here.
Oh,
hope you guys are ready for this one.
Oh,
Go for it.
No. Here we go.
Skippy Bayless said that my Atlanta Falcons will beat my Carolina Panthers, my New Orleans Saints, and my Tampa Bay Buccaneers for the NFC South.
Hey, listen, Skip, you can't listen. I'm abolishing the word "my." Okay, you said that I heard you say it on first hit. You've been a Dallas Cowboys fan since you've been a kid. Okay, that's your team. You don't get to put the word "my" in front of anybody else.
Is that what you're going to question him on for the debate there, Jeff, between the Escal-Bayless
No,
debate?
what I want to know is, how do you say that Tony Romo played the first preseason game against the San Diego Chargers when he was on the sideline holding the clipboard? I live here in San Diego, you schmuck. I watched the game, you schmuck. He was on the sidelines. How do you say he played in that game, and how do you say he played okay in that game when he didn't even freaking play? And another thing, last week he went 1 for 1, -1, and you said he played okay. What the hell are you watching?
Quite frankly, I think you need to give him a break, Mr. Escal. I mean, come on, it's preseason.
I don't care. I don't care. That's his
frankly,
team.
I think you should, because your statement's rather blasphemous.
It's not. Damn right it's blasphemy, because the guy said something that's non-fact on his radio show, and quite frankly, I'm pretty upset that you didn't call him on it, not Stephen A. Smith.
Well, quite frankly, it's actually a TV show, not a radio show.
Well, whatever the hell it is, I'm surprised and shocked that you did not call him out on it.
Well, quite frankly, I don't need to retort stuff to Skip Bayless because he lives in a land of himself.
He does live in a land of himself.
And remember, don't forget this, that it is also the Skippy Douche Canoe of the Month. We got some great candidates coming up.
Man, this month flew by. We were talking about that last night.
Yeah, we got the Rat Bastard of the Award, Rat Bastard of the Week and the month coming, and the Skippy Bayless Douche Canoe Award of the Week and the Douche Canoe Award of the month coming. It's the last Friday of the month, boys and girls.
Oh, Lord.
Speaking of those Cowboys, they got an interesting matchup with the Minnesota Vikings, and it's kind of ironic. We talked to Arif Hassan last Friday about the Vikings, and then we had John Machota this past Wednesday.
Yep.
So Skippy Bayless said that Tony Romo will light up the Minnesota Vikings.
When is that game being played?
That'll be on Saturday, Jeff.
Tomorrow night.
I hope the Vikings sack him like 6 times and force him to go out and play less than he wants to.
Skippy Bayless said he's not happy with Mike Pettit and that Johnny Manziel should be the starter for the Cleveland Browns.
Shows you how much you know. The guy's got a freaking hurt elbow, and you want to stick him in the game. Shows what you freaking know about football, you freaking idiot.
And I have to tell, hey, Skippy, I have to say this too. Why does it matter? Because it's only preseason. These games aren't worth a hill of beans yet.
But usually the third game is where most of the starters will play. Correct?
Oh, I know. But they don't even count. Big deal.
Skippy Bayless said that Reggie Wayne will have 0 impact with the New England Patriots.
He will have plenty of impact, you dumb, stupid schmuck.
You know what? Speaking of the Patriots, next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, we will have Kevin Duffy on the air talking New England Patriots football.
You're welcome.
That's our
Thank
producer.
you.
That's right.
Skippy Bayless said that the Seattle Mariners are a joke of the organization and that the general manager should have been fired today.
I agree with Skippy about that because the Mariners just have been a disastrous team. Who even knows what's going to happen with their manager, Floyd McClendon?
Hey, Shaba, I like that. Go ahead and start Johnny. See what happens. Yeah, they'll be 0-5 before they change him back.
Skippy Bayless said he can't wait for the return of college football this weekend, Jeff.
God. Oh.
No. God.
There you go, son.
That's the last thing that Jeff and I need is college football. Thank goodness we are doing NFL Real Talk, and it starts next weekend, because then I can get away from college football.
Yeah, that's right. NFL Real Talk here on Sports World Radio, September 5th, 6 o'clock on the West, 9 o'clock on the East. First show, join us.
That is much better than stupid college football on Saturdays. Good grief.
Oh.
Well, quite frankly, I can't wait to see my fellow gentleman Lee Corso do his thing, brother.
Hey, you know what, Nash? That could be true. Nash says, I bet Manziel elbow is fine. This is just a way to hold down media hype and a quarterback controversy for a few weeks.
All right.
That could very well be true.
Last call before the update.
Okay.
Skippy Bayless said that he said my New Orleans Saints will fire Sean Payton after the season.
Shabba, that's addressed towards you.
Jeff, any
No,
opinions?
I think he's fine.
You think he's fine?
I don't think they're gonna fire him in the middle of the season.
I think his window's closing by giving it another 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna fire him in the middle of the season. Do you?
No.
Right? That's what he said. That's what he said. The middle of the season, right?
No, after the season.
Oh, after the season?
Yeah.
If they don't make the playoffs, maybe.
You never know.
It'd be nice if Skippy got fired from his job.
See how much I pay attention to that guy? See how much I pay attention to him? He read the quote and I didn't even freaking hear it right. That's how much I pay attention. Hey, we're going to run to our first update. This update is brought to you by The Flipper. Head on over to flipperflipper.com and never, ever touch your toilet seat ever again. It's The Flipper, and it's at flipperflipper.com. Take it away, Josh Lopez, with the first update of the day.
Thank you, Jeff and Sean. Welcome, everybody. Final Sports World Radio of the week. Right now, it's 5:45 in the Central, which makes it 6:45 in the East. Don't forget, we'll be talking to former NFL defensive tackle Tommy Harris at 6:30 Central Time. Let's look at the games slated for tonight. We've got the Marlins at the Nationals, Padres at Phillies, Rockies at Pirates, Tigers at Blue Jays, Angels at Indians, Red Sox at Mets, rematch of the 1986 World Series, and that's interleague action. Royals at the Rays, Yankees at Braves, interleague action. Orioles at the Rangers, Mariners at White Sox, Reds, Brewers, Astros, Twins, A's, Arizona, interleague action. Chicago Cubs at the Los Angeles Dodgers. That's a big series this weekend. And the St. Louis Cardinals at the San Francisco Giants. Let's take a look at the games for tomorrow, NFL. We have the New England Patriots at the Panthers, Titans at Chiefs, Lions at Jaguars, Steelers at Bills, Vikings at Cowgirls, Falcons at Dolphins, Jets, Giants, Browns, Bucks, Bears, Bengals, Redskins, Ravens, Eagles, Packers, and, of course, we got the Indianapolis Colts at the St. Louis Rams. This update has been brought to you by The Flipper. Go to flipperflipper.com. We'll be back with more Sports World Radio with Jeff Eskow and Sean Mann.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Why does consultant Jerry Howell stay at La Quinta?
Can you come back tomorrow?
Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold the room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think.
Synergistic integration.
Genius.
He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at LQ.com.
La Quinta.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
No, I don't want him on the show. Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Eskow, Show Man, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday right here on Sports World Radio. No, I don't want them. Okay?
You could learn a lot from the Jaguars.
I
We
don't-
can expect this season.
I don't care.
Oh, Lord.
Dokie.
Last night, Josh and I were on the phone, and he's sending out emails to writers, and he goes to me, he goes, Jeff, you want the Jaguars right? Nope, don't want them. Don't need them. Don't have to have them. I don't care about the Jogs. I said they're probably going to be lucky if they win 4 or 5 games. I don't want them on the. I don't need to have it.
Just like get ready for that Thursday night game in November, and you've got the Jaguars taking on the Texans. Josh won't be watching.
I ain't
Damn
watching.
right.
I'm not watching none of their games. Are you kidding me?
Even if the Giants lost to them last year, I knew you probably wouldn't be watching
The
them.
Giants don't play him this year, so I'm okay with that. They played him in preseason. They played him last week and beat him. So, nah. You know? All right, let's get back to the Skippy.
Skippy Bayless said that he should take over Sirius XM.
You could. Oh,
That's
wow,
going to hurt. You want to know something? That'll hurt. I don't want to work at a company that he works at.
Skippy, the president of Sirius Satellite. Ouch.
Skippy Bayless said he's a big fan of Sam Roberts, and he's the only person that should have wrestling interviews.
Oh.
Who the hell's Sam Robinson?
Sam Roberts, he's the guy from Sirius XM who used to do the Opie and Anthony show.
I don't listen to him.
No. Well. Anyway, Skippy Bayless said that my Cincinnati Bengals will miss the playoffs because Andy Dalton is an overrated quarterback.
Who's a more over? Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Who's a more overrated quarterback, Andy Dalton or Tony Romo?
Tony Romo. I think they're equally overrated, but I'll go with Tony Romo.
But not according to Skippy, because Skippy says he has 2 playoff wins. Andy Dalton doesn't have any playoff wins.
Hey, we had Jay Morrison on yesterday from the Cox Media Group talking Cincinnati Bengals football. He didn't even put the Cincinnati Bengals in the playoffs, in the Super Bowl. But that's besides the point. I said to him yesterday, that I'm a huge Andy Dalton fan, and I happen to think if you stuck Andy Dalton on the Cowboys, they would have won more playoff games than Tony Romo has already. I said it to him. I think if you take Andy Dalton and stick him where Tony Romo is, they'd be in the playoffs many more times already. Yeah, Nash, I got this thing for Andy Dalton. I'm sorry. I do. I don't know why. Every year it seems that I pick the Cincinnati Bengals and Andy Dalton to be my dark horse team, don't I?
Yes, you do.
We're at year number 4, so
I've done it. I've done it in the last 4 years. So I'll probably do it again this year. One year I picked Detroit.
All right.
I know that.
Skippy Bayless said he'd like to be a host of WrestleMania next year.
I don't want him anywhere. Hey, Skippy, when they were in Brooklyn, ESPN was all over it. Guess what? You were nowhere to be found. You know why? Because Vince McMahon doesn't want anything to do with you.
That's the worst case scenario for you, Josh. You fly down to Dallas and Skippy's in Jerry World.
Skippy Bayless said that my New York Yankees better win their series this weekend.
That ain't gonna happen.
Starting to fade.
Hey, what happened to the 2-hour reprimand? The 2-hour symposium that I had on freaking pictures on Skype. Nobody listens to me.
But that doesn't involve you, Jeff. That's between Josh and I for the bet.
No. See, that's where that's exactly where you're wrong.
Oh, for Christ's sake! It's just a bet. It doesn't involve.
Let me ask you a question. Who's looking at the picture right now?
All of us.
Me. And
well,
I wasn't.
Ignore it.
I wasn't involved in the bet, and I got to look at that crap.
So that doesn't mean you have to whine and complain about it. I'm the one that
No. But I wasn't involved in the bet. But yet here I have to look at that piece of crap.
And so does everybody else that comes on air with us.
That's
Jeff,
ridiculous.
Two simple words, Jeff. Ignore it.
If you're a Skype user, you can call in on Skype at Sports World Radio Show. Nash, if you're a Skype user, call in on Sports World Radio Show, and then you can see this crappy picture I'm looking at.
Trust me, I don't like it as much as you don't like it, buddy. Trust me. But you don't see me getting mad.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, because you don't have to really look at it.
I like it.
All you see is my picture and his picture. That's all. You don't see that picture. You see my picture and his picture. All Sean sees is that picture and my picture.
I like it. It's tradition.
So I'm the one that gets stuck looking at it.
I'm just being a good sport.
I know you are, but I'm the one that gets punished, not you.
Aww.
Oh.
Okay, so anyway.
Got a couple poor poop
Yankees and Braves are having a rematch. There's some interesting rematches from World Series matchups, right, Sean? We got the Yankees and Braves. That was 95, I think?
No,
96.
Nope, the 96 Fall Classic and the 99 Fall Classic.
And then the Mets and Red Sox for 86.
Yes, I know. I follow that.
Buckner.
Don't
So Pablo Sandoval going to be the one that's going to miss the ball through his legs?
That fat bastard.
You can't pick on Panda. Panda deserves the respect.
Hey, you know what? You lost your nickname of Bathroom Boy to Pablo Sandoval.
What? Why? Why me?
Because how long have I been calling you Bathroom Boy?
Since that incident in the Superdome a few years ago. That was back in February of 2013, and I said, thinking of the people in the bathroom.
I gotta hear back that show.
When they had the blackout at the Super Bowl, I asked Sean what he thought of it, and the first thing he said to me, he was worried about the people in the bathroom.
People in the bathroom and the concession stands. Come on.
I started calling him Bathroom Boy from that point on.
Yes, you and Myth and Double A, the list went on.
Bathroom Boy. So you know what? You're losing it. You're losing your nickname, Bathroom Boy, to Pablo Sandoval. Okay? Because anybody that goes to the bathroom with his phone during a freaking baseball game and does what he does deserves the freaking name, Bathroom Boy.
That was a few months ago. He's learned his lesson.
Sean, I've been calling you Bathroom Boy for almost 3 years now.
Hey, we have a lot more signals, so we'll say that for the top of the hour, Jeff. But we have a breaking news story. To ESPN, it said that Saints running back C.J. Spiller will likely miss the first 2 weeks of the 2015 season.
Who's running back?
The Saints.
The Saints running back.
C.J. Spiller.
C.J. Spiller.
Mr. Injury Boy.
Do I dare to say Ray Rice will be the next running back for the New Orleans Saints?
How about that?
I mean, Reggie Bush was a Saints running back.
Where's Reggie now?
That's a good question. He's not with the Lions anymore. That's why I think the Lions will suck this year.
That's why I didn't ask. That's why I didn't ask our Lions guy if how Reggie's going to do.
Well, right now Reggie Bush plays for the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh God.
Yeah.
So
the 49ers are going to be garbage.
Yeah. Do I dare say maybe Ray Rice gets a call?
I don't know. Why not? I mean, bring in Maurice Collette if you want. Anybody remember him?
Maurice Clarett?
Yeah.
No. shows you how good of a running back he was.
Yeah, exactly. Or Cedric Benson.
Cedric Benson, that name I remember. Hey, you know, college football hasn't even started and a football coach is fired already?
I know, I heard that. Illinois.
Yeah, Tim Beckman. How great is that?
Well, it doesn't affect me because if there was one college football team I like, it would be Northwestern.
Yeah, college football. You know what I think of it?
The 49ers are gonna be trash. I don't care what Reggie Bush does there.
Saints have Ingram.
They have Ingram and Spiller.
And Kafu Robinson.
Robinson's
Who the hell is?
right.
That's a good name. Kafu.
Kafu.
That sounds like Gazoo.
Kyrie. There you go, Nash. Kyrie Robinson. That's a weird way they spell it, but Kyrie Robinson.
Autocorrect. So this guy's writing on his phone, driving while he's listening to us. Yeah, don't get into an accident, dude.
Yeah, it's all good.
Drive careful.
Yeah, I don't want to hear. I don't want to see get a text from Nash halfway, a half text, and next thing we don't hear from him no more, and he got into a car accident. Hey, Nash, please be careful, buddy. Please be careful, dude.
Okie dokie.
And on that note, we have to run to commercial break. It's the top of the hour.
You're listening to Jeff Escal, Showman, and Josh Lopez on
Sports World Radio.
We'll be right back.
I had PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family.
We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, "Is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us." And really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Warriors should know that resources are available. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
Every parent wants the safest and healthiest products for their family. That's why I created The Honest Company. I was just a concerned mom with a crazy dream. A wish that there was a company that I could rely on that did all of the hard work for me. I'm Jessica Alba, and The Honest Company was my dream.
LegalZoom has helped 1 million businesses successfully get started, including Jessica's. Launch your dream at LegalZoom today. Call us. We're here to help.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too. Don't wait until it's too late.
Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escal, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday right here on Sports World Radio. 6 o'clock on the east, 3 o'clock on the west. If you live in the central,
figure it out.
What? I got to figure it out. And what would you say there, Josh?
5 p.m.
5 p.m. Oh, it sounded like you were speaking gibberish for a second. Okay,
Any more to
where
skip
the
me
hell
quotes,
are we
or
going?
we got to get to the rap ass of the week?
No,
we're going to say
we're
that
good.
to the end of the show.
We're good.
Oh.
I got a couple more quotes in. I'll be here until Tommy comes out at the bottom of the hour.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, don't forget Tommy Harris coming in at the bottom of this hour to talk some NFL football, ex-NFL football player, Bears, and Chargers.
Correct.
Correctamundo.
Correctamundo.
That's right, Potsy.
Skippy Bayless said that my New York Giants will be 6-10 this season.
I see a lot of people picking the Giants 6-10. Lots of people.
That'd be 3 straight years of epic 6-10 finishes.
Lots of people are picking 6-10. I'm not too fond of that. You know what I mean?
What do you
come
think,
on,
Josh?
Jeff? Well, quite frankly, I think they have the right assessment there. I mean, the New York Giants are absolutely exponentially a quadrilateral joke.
Sure, not Stephen A. Right?
What did you just say? Not Stephen A. Because that was a lot of garbage coming out of that mouth.
Yeah,
Right?
I agree.
Wow.
What a coincidence, Salvi. You were, quote-unquote, in the shower during the whole Spiller thing, sir.
I was in the shower for the whole Spiller thing. Well, don't spill it while you're in the shower, dude, okay?
Don't trip.
Don't drop it while you're in the shower, man. You know what happens when you drop the soap in the shower, right?
Don't drop. Don't trip.
Skippy Bayless said that he would win the Big Brother season, no matter if it's a celebrity edition or a regular edition.
Hey, Skip. Skip, I am a very big Big Brother fan. In fact, I watch the live feeds all the freaking time. Okay, if I'm not on this show,
I know that firsthand.
Right, if I'm not on this show, I'm watching the live feeds from the time I wake up till the time I go to bed. Josh knows because he talks to me on Skype and hears him in the background, so he knows. Okay, I'm telling you, Skippy, if you and I pray to God that I'm in that house with you. Because we do a Skip Bayless Bash Hour on this radio show, it would be 24 hours a day of Skip Bayless Bash Hour. I would drive you to push that button to get you to get the hell out of my house. All the time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, nothing but bashing you and your stupid comments that you shovel out of your freaking pie hole.
And then probably he would then say, well, who are you, Escal? You need to be fired. I don't like the way you're treating me.
Tough crap.
Skippy Bayless said he should be honored in the Kennedy Center honors this year.
Why?
For journalism.
For what?
For crying out loud.
For journalism?
Yeah.
The only reason why I'm watching the Kennedy Center honors this year is because my favorite band's being inducted.
Who?
The Eagles.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I might have to watch it then. Did you watch
That'll
it when
be December 29th.
Did you watch it when they did Led Zeppelin?
Correct.
That was good, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, freaking the Wilson sisters kicked butt with that song, didn't they?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was freaking awesome.
Sean, do you ever watch those shows or no?
The Kennedy Center honors?
Yeah. You're a big
sometimes.
Kennedy fan.
Sometimes I do.
Yeah, being a big Kennedy fan, I figured you'd be watching that crap.
It's around the holidays, though. I'm usually enjoying time with family.
Skippy Bayless said that the Minnesota Vikings will win the NFC North.
Oh, that is laughable. Yeah, because the Vikings have Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, Adrian Peterson's going to have as good of a season as RG3's having this year, you hump.
And what's he going to say? Oh, Josh, the Vikings are going to win the Super Bowl. My Vikings are going to win the Super Bowl.
I'll tell you this right now. Adrian Peterson will have the same amount of touchdowns as RG3 does. Jeff?
What do you say about that?
Say that again?
He said that the Vikings will win the NFC North.
The Vikings will win the NFC North?
Correct.
What the hell is this guy smoking? Really? Come on.
Well, he's not a fan of Aaron Rodgers, and obviously he decided to not be a Jay Cutler fan anymore last season. So
all he's got
he
left
has no
is the
choice to go with the Vikings.
Vikings or Detroit, right?
Yeah.
Where's that Viking fan at? Didn't we have him in the chat room? I forget.
Yeah,
Kevin.
he's missing action. Wait till the Vikings start winning through the season. He'll
Kevin.
pop up in the chat room.
Yeah, Kevin will be back. I speak to him every once in a while on Facebook. He's having some neck problems. He'll be back.
Ouch.
Yeah, he's got his neck in a whoozle-what's-a thingy.
Skippy Bayless said that Tim Tebow and Mike Vick will be co-owners of the Comeback Player
Get the hell out of here! First of all, you're not going to see Michael Vick freaking play unless Roethlisberger goes down. And second of all, the only time you're going to see Tim Tebow... I'm going to use... I got to figure out how to say it. The only time you're going to see Tim Tebow is... Who knows if Tim Tebow's going to make the team or not? So the only time you're going to see him is on gadget plays. He ain't playing quarterback, so he might not even make the team. So who the hell knows if he's going to be there or not?
Then you know what Tim Tebow will do? He'll be on the bench, and then he'll be teaching NFL players all about religion and the fans.
Hey, Skip, I dare you to say Tim Tebow played well today while he's holding that freaking clipboard. I'll smack you at top of your freaking head, you jackass.
Well, actually, Skippy Bayless said that Tim Tebow was the player of the week last week during the preseason.
It's preseason. Who gives a fig Newton?
Mm-hmm.
6 for 12 and 69 yards. He was all that for Skippy, and he made him happy.
Who cares? It's the preseason. Who's playing against guys that don't play in the NFL, for Christ's sakes?
Skippy Bayless said that the New York Mets will not win the National League this year.
It's because he's probably got St. Louis.
Probably does, but hard to say. The Mets have been a really impressive story this year.
Guy's so freaking stupid. He drives me nuts.
Hey, this one's going to drive you nuts. Skippy Bayless said that Tony Romo is a better quarterback than, what's his name again? I had it written down, but I'm trying to pronounce it. It's hard for me to pronounce it.
What does he play for?
He played for the Jets.
Joe Namath?
Yeah, there you go. There you go, Joe Namath.
Tony Romo is a better quarterback than Joe Namath.
Not even close.
Wow. You know something, Skippy? It's a different era. Joe Namath was back in the 60s, and the Jets won a Super Bowl. Tony Romo has not won one Super Bowl, and how is he better than Joe Namath?
How can you make a comparison like that, you idiot?
You know something, Jeff? What's so stupid about this schmuck is that he talks about other quarterbacks out of different eras. We're in the 20 teens.
This guy drives me ballistic, man.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Skippy Bayless said if here we go, Jeff. Here's the word. If Andy Dalton was in Dallas, the Cowboys would be 0-16.
Hey, Skip, if my mother had balls, she'd be my father. If Andy Dalton was on that Dallas team, they'd have more playoff wins than Tony Romo has, and they'd probably be really close to making a Super Bowl.
Well, quite frankly, it doesn't matter who's on the team. Nobody wants to see the Cowboys in the Super Bowl.
Thank you very much, not Stephen A. Smith.
You're welcome.
Yeah, right. Now, he's so full of it.
Skippy Bayless said that Boomer Esiason should be a broadcaster.
He is.
There's nothing bad about Boomer Esiason.
Skip!
I actually agree with him.
It shouldn't be or should be?
Shouldn't.
Should not be?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I happen to think he's pretty good.
I happen to agree with Skip on this one.
What do you have to agree with Skip on that one for?
I hate the Boomer Carton show.
Yeah, no, he's talking about doing NFL games, right?
No, I'm talking about his radio show, and then also when he's on the CBS pregame show.
I told you, Nash. I told you, Nash. Be careful. He almost drove off the road on that one.
Nash, focus on your driving. We know we're cracking you up there, buddy. Focus on your driving.
Hey, Nash, I already got one guy fired from his job. I don't need to kill anybody, okay?
Yeah, that's what you get here at Sportsworld Radio. Comedy, nonstop.
We're an equal opportunity what? Yeah,
Ripper,
that's right.
there you go.
Ripper, that's right.
Listen, I already got Ryan Blazing fired from his job. I don't need to get you into a car crash, okay?
Skippy Bayless said that Frank Thomas is not a Hall of Famer.
Frank who?
Frank Thomas.
Oh, yeah.
I happen to think he is.
Not according to Skippy and Josh. I can
the
tell
big
by
hurt, right? The big hurt, right?
Hey, how about the best power hitter in the 90s that didn't use steroids, you freaking idiots?
The big hurt, right?
Correct.
Come on, man.
Frank Thomas was what? Wasn't he a part of that 05 White Sox team, right?
Yes.
It's the big hurt, for Christ's sakes.
He's not a big player, according to Skippy. Boy, Josh would want to smack him on the face.
Skippy Bayless said that Karl Malone is not a top 50 player.
Bullshit. I think he is. You want to know something? That top 50 player is going to change in the next 10 years anyway.
Correct.
Because all these guys that are playing now are going to push a lot of those guys out.
Yeah.
Hey, Skippy, you're not even a top broadcaster, so shut your yap.
Skippy Bayless said that First Take should win a Emmy for Best TV Sports Show.
It's not the best TV sports show because you spew out garbage.
All right, 2 more quotes for you folks. Skippy Bayless said that Charles Barkley should enter a Masters tournament because he would win it.
No, he wouldn't. Not even close.
He doesn't even know how to hit a golf ball, and his fat ass would be slow getting up there.
And then the last quote. Skippy Bayless said that Pete Maravich is the most overrated top 50 player in the history of basketball.
Are you freaking listen to me? Okay, okay, time out. Time freaking out. Hey, Skip, did you ever see that man play basketball? Because
well, yes, I did. I covered the team.
Because no, you didn't. You were a kid when he played.
He was using coloring crayons when Pete Maravich was playing.
Because, quite frankly, Skip, okay, I met Pistol Pete Maravich personally.
Mm-hmm.
I actually spent many weeks with the gentleman at his basketball camp. I actually sat and had dinner with the gentleman many times at his basketball camp. Mm-hmm. And Pistol Pete gave me, at his basketball camp, the Pistol Pete Maravich Award. Okay? I was told by Pistol Pete that I shoot like him, only left-handed. Okay? Pistol Pete was the innovator for Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant. They all came after him because he started. Nobody was doing what he was doing with a basketball back then. You could not take the basketball away from him. He can dribble the ball in front of you, dude. You could never get the bat. I've seen tons of people attempt to try to take the basketball, and you couldn't do it. Pistol Pete Maravich was the innovator to everything you are seeing now that point guards do. Everything. He started the whole freaking thing. You jackass.
And he calls him overrated.
He's not overrated.
That's the wrap for the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour for this.
Do you know, when I was at Pistol Pete Maravich's basketball camp, he was talking to a bunch of us in the gym, shooting foul shots in the gym. His dad was standing underneath the basket to catch him when they came through, and he passed it right back to him. Talking while he's shooting foul shots. We watched him sit there and make 45 in a row while he was talking to us. And the last one he shot never touched the net. It went right through the basket. The net never moved. And he said, "That's it. I'm done. No more." And walked away. Walked away. You know, like how a comedian says a really fine joke and just drops the mic and walks away? Well, that's what he basically did back then. The ball went through the hoop, never touched the net. That's it, I'm done, and walked right away. And his dad goes, "Well, I guess he's finished. Okay, you guys are dismissed. Done."
Okie dokie.
Okay, screw you, Skip Bayless.
And on that note, we got to run to a commercial break.
You're listening to Jeff Escow, Show Man Josh Lopez on
SportsWorld Radio.
Jerry Howell say at La Quinta?
Can you come back tomorrow?
Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold the room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think.
Synergistic integration.
Genius.
He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at LQ.com.
La Quinta. I had PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family.
We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, "Is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us." And really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Warriors should know that resources are available. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too. Don't wait until it's too late.
Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday, right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. All right, boys, where are we going? Don't forget, coming up at the bottom of the hour, Tommy Harris, ex-NFL football player, joining us. Talk some NFL football. He played for the Bears and the Chargers.
Well, let's see. Where are we going to next? Well, a lot of people, for the college football fans, are all happy because college football starts tomorrow. Get ready for the top 25 schools. Yeah.
Really? College football's got the entertainment value of soccer, which means 0.
Josh, I take it you won't be watching any of the top 25 college football action. You'll be turning your TV off.
Not one.
Not
one. Jeff, you're going to be asleep.
Yeah, of course, man. I'm never up that early. What, are you kidding me?
Well, come on, Jeff. You don't want to see Lee Corso?
Lee Corso?
Yeah, college game day.
College game day. You know what? That's every during college football season, I don't even bother turning on ESPN.
Well, come on, Jeff. We got to see your expert, Mel Kiper Jr.
I can't stand that guy. Todd. Todd McShay. I can't stand that guy, man. No, I don't want to watch it. I'm not going to watch it.
Let's see. All right, the next story we get to, Mark Teixeira for the New York Yankees has been reported as out. He will not start against the Atlanta Braves as the Yankees continue to slump after they were one of the hottest teams in the month of July.
It's the end of August, right?
Yes.
Son? So why is interleague action still going on? We have 4 different interleague action this weekend.
I have no clue, man.
It must be a tradition in Major League Baseball to try to have former Fall Classic matchups.
I have no clue why it's doing that, man. None.
Josh, you haven't liked it from day one.
No, not one bit.
No, not one bit.
Well, sure. What about the Windy City matchup? I'm sure when the Cubs and
No,
White Sox...
because they barely show any Chicago baseball here for good reason.
And Jeff doesn't like it because former MLB Commissioner Bud Selig was the one that put that in play, and Rob Manfred decided to shake things up a little bit.
I can't stand that. Hey, don't forget, if you guys want to hear what we're talking about during the commercial breaks, and believe me, we're having a lot of fun today, head on over to swrsportshorts.com/SWR Shorts and sign up today. That's swrsportshorts.com/SWR Shorts.
Wes continues to say in our next story that beware of the Pirates. They're 77-49 as they lead the Cubs by about 4 games in that first NL wildcard spot as the Pirates are trying to overtake the Cardinals to win the National League Central Division. Last time the Pirates did that probably would be 1992.
Pirates are 4.5 games behind the Cardinals.
Yeah, and that's what Wes has been saying. Wes has been posting on his Facebook, beware the Bucks, folks. Beware the Pirates.
Hey, you still got games with the Cubbies. So beware of the Cubbies, you rat bastard.
Josh, what do you say about that? Wes is all happy about the Pirates.
The Pirates will not make the playoffs.
No.
2 down, 1 to go.
See? See
you,
that?
You on?
See that, Mr. West? After this season's over, 2 down, 1 to go.
And then Wes will say, I blame it on umpiring, that the Pirates got screwed. He'll blame it on something.
Yeah, you and Skip Bayless, the only people that ever complain about officiating.
And now he says that it's been a sad week in Steeler Nation with the signing of Michael Vick as Steeler fans continue to protest the signing of Michael Vick.
Well, here's my issue. He says that the Steelers are going to have the best offense in the year. Then why is he mad that Michael Vick's going to be on the Steelers if they're so good?
Because he believes that it'll be a distraction for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Losing faith there, Wes?
Losing faith there, Wes.
Losing faith there, Wes.
Going back to the Pirates, looking at their schedule, they have got 3 games at St. Louis coming up, and then, of course, they've got the Cardinals for home. Then they've got 6 meetings against the Chicago Cubs. Who knows what the future will be for the Pirates if they can still try to win the National League wild card, the number 1 spot for the wild card, to catch the Cardinals and overtake them for the division.
Not going to happen.
At least, Josh, it'd be somebody than the Cardinals, because I know how tired you are of St. Louis year after year in October.
Seeing the Cardinals in the playoff reminds me of LeBron James in the playoffs.
Yeah, buddy.
I don't want to see St. Louis, but I know, Jeff, you're always happy when the Cardinals knock out the Dodgers in a playoff series.
I'm always, listen, I'm not a Dodger fan.
Because I know how much you dislike the Dodgers.
Can't stand them, man. Not a Dodger fan. Hey, you know who's playing the Dodgers?
Who?
Cubbies.
Ooh.
Cubbies and Dodgers in L.A.
In the City of Angels.
Yeah, in L.A.
That's a big series.
That is a big series.
I'm glad it's happening now than late in September.
Right. Cubbies got to win 2 out of 3 out of that series, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The National League West, the Giants sit 2.5 games behind the L.A. Dodgers in the National League West as the calendar flips from August to September next week.
Ain't going to matter.
It's going to be...
See, as soon as the calendar flips to September, this is when Pittsburgh starts to falter. Right down the hill they go.
And so I take it, Jeff, that a Pirates collapse is going to be
Pirates
imminent.
collapse in September. It happens every year. Watch, it's going to happen again. They're going to go whoop, bloop, 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 bloop.
Josh says that the Pirates will collapse in September.
That's
huh,
right.
Josh?
Yeah.
Collapse every year in September. Don't they? Yes, they do. Whenever they've been in contention, they screw the pooch.
Wah, wah, wah.
And he's got his songs ready, Wes does. We Are Family.
He can have all the songs he wants ready. It ain't going to freaking matter.
And now he calls Josh a Cubs fan.
We Are Family. I got your We Are Family.
Yeah, right here.
That's right. Right here, Skippy. Jack.
Oh, God.
Worst case scenario is that the Pirates would win a World Series and the Steelers win a Super Bowl, and Wes would be posting, how about We Are Family and those Steeler guys?
Ain't going to happen.
Huh?
Not going to happen.
Come on, Jeff.
Come on, Jeff. It ain't going to happen, I'm telling you. It's nice to dream, isn't it, Wes?
Correct.
It's nice to dream, but reality's a bitch. and so are the Pirates and the Steelers.
Right now, the Pirates are currently playing the Colorado Rockies in a big series this weekend down in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
That's boring.
Yeah, I hope Colorado spanks them, even though it's not going to happen.
Play spoiler.
If they were playing in Colorado, I might see it happening, but not in Pittsburgh.
Bum, 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 ba-dum.
Wah, wah, wah.
And I take it, Josh, with baseball, you would like to see interleague play quickly go away for this weekly thing.
I just want this baseball season to be over with.
Baseball season coming to a close, which is October 4th.
What's next, buddy?
All right, the next story that we get to is NFL Nation answering key NFC fantasy questions. Anybody else signing up for NFC or NFL fantasy football?
I got a draft on September 5th in the afternoon before our show.
I take it you're not taking the Denver Broncos after what's happened.
I didn't take the Broncos team shot. I had Peyton Manning, though.
Oh, I take it that you won't take his offense.
No, I'm just not picking him in general. I had so much stock into him as a fantasy player that he did do crap last year. He just passed the ball off to his freaking running back.
29 minutes after the hour.
29 minutes after the hour. We're hoping that Tommy Harris is going to give us a call at the bottom of the hour so we can do the Tommy Harris interview. That's what we're hoping on.
Sports World Radio.
Yeah. You know what? We're going to run. We're close to a break now. Let's hang on for a couple minutes.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. What else you got there, Schmedley?
Let's see. The legendary dunker Darryl Dawkins. People continuing to mourn the loss of a great Philadelphia 76er great. As I said,
speaking of loss, old Islanders head coach and GM Al Arbor passed away.
I heard about that.
Rest in peace.
Yeah,
a lot of people are dying, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, he was the old coach when the Islanders went on their run in the 80s and stuff. He was the coach of the team back then.
When they won, 4 straight cups in the parts of the early 80s?
Yeah. When they made their run in the 80s with Bossy and Trottier and Smith and all those guys. Potvin and all those freaking guys.
And on that note, commercial break?
Yeah, what the hell? We're going to run to a commercial break. You're listening to Jeff Escal, Showman, and Josh Lopez on
Sports World Radio.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
Did you know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease? For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
What kind of person gets to work in the sunshine instead of an office? This kind of person. I am the new way to work. I do have an office. I'm just not chained to it. It's a Regis office at one of the nicest addresses in the city. I don't have a lease, so I don't have to budget for stuff like phones, IT guys, and artwork for the lobby. Instead, I pay one low monthly rate that gives me a beautiful lobby that impresses my clients, a friendly receptionist, a fully furnished office, a place to meet, and a place to brainstorm with my fellow New Way to Workers. We wonder why more people don't realize that the new way to work is the best way to work. I come here because I want to, not because I have to. I am the new way to work, and I'd like you to join me.
Start now and get 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES or visit regis.com/TV.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escal, Show Man, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday right here on Sports World Radio. 6 o'clock on the east, 3 o'clock on the west, and if you live in the mountains,
who cares?
Who cares?
That's right. Okay, boys and girls, we're still waiting for Tommy Harris to give us a call, so while we're waiting for him to call in, we will move on to the Skip Bayless Douche Canoe Award of the week and month and the Rat Bastard Award and week and the month. Which ones do you want to start off with, guys? Don't all answer at once.
All right, Rat Bastard of the week.
Okay.
All right, here's our candidates for the Rat Bastard of the week. Hey, Josh, Jeremiah Ratliff for violation of the substance abuse policy.
Next.
Michael Vick.
Next.
Pittsburgh Steelers fans for getting butthurt about a signing of Michael Vick.
Next.
Jeff, get ready for this. Chris Carter for his comments.
Oh, yeah.
Next.
Kurt Schilling for his comments.
I think Chris Carter's were worse.
Next.
David Schoenfield, Josh, that's for you, for his World Series matchups that you disapproved of yesterday.
Next. Don't you see a pattern here, Sean? There's a little tease for our show next Saturday.
ESPN for saying that Tony Romo is a number 2 quarterback out of the top 10 quarterback list.
Next.
Ryan's sick of blazing.
Next.
Martavis, another Pittsburgh Steelers player, got suspended 4 games for the violation of the substance abuse policy.
Can't stay off the weed.
Is he a Dallas Cowboy?
No, he's a Steeler.
Oh,
He's a Steeler.
Too bad. The Dallas Cowboy needs more weed smokers.
Next.
That's it.
That's it.
I know who I'm picking.
Sean, who you got?
Okay.
Let's go Sean first.
All right, Chris Carter.
Josh?
All right, guess it's Chris Carter.
Yeah, I don't even have to answer because it has to be Chris Carter, doesn't it?
Okay. Chris Carter.
Chris Carter for telling the rookies at a 2014 symposium, telling them to get a fall guy so if they get in trouble, one of his peeps can take the fall. The hell out of here!
Congratulations, Chris Carter. You're the Rat Bastard of the Week.
That's right. The Rat Bastard of the Week. Okay, so Sean, you have all the winners from the week, from the month, right? Including the one we just did, right?
Yes, yep.
Read
yep.
all the winners off to us, and let's come up with a Rat Bastard of the month.
All right, for the Rat Bastard of the month. On August 7th, 2015, USA Today Sports talked about players who are in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, my God.
But, yes, that one with Dent, and Josh got upset, and even Frank did.
Next.
August 14th, John Daly for throwing a golf club in Lake Michigan.
Next.
Last Friday, Frank Sprankle for refusing to pay Josh Lopez up a bet.
Well, he did, so that's got to go by the wayside. Go ahead.
Today, Chris Carter, and that's your list, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I'm going with Chris Carter.
I guess
that's
makes
who my
sense.
pick is. Sean?
Chris Carter.
God damn it.
Why? Who'd
Chris
you want?
Carter.
What were you going to go with, Josh?
I was going to go with Frank.
No, well, Frank did actually.
No, he did not do the bet because I'm the one that's supposed to distribute the pictures.
Well, he's a pansy. He doesn't know how to put pictures on, first of all.
Oh, leave poor Frank alone.
Oh, that's what happens when you live in the middle of nowhere.
Correct. You live in Bumblebee, Indiana.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right.
So Chris Carter is not only the Rat Bastard of the Week, but he is the Rat Bastard of the Month.
Let's give everybody a round of applause for that. All right, there you go. Next.
All right.
Hold on, I got a round of applause here somewhere. There we go. Hold on, we'll play round of applause for the candidates.
New award of the week, Jeremiah Ratliff for the violation of a substance abuse policy. Michael Vick, Steelers fans.
Next.
You can rule out Chris Carter since he's on Rat Bastard of the Week. Kurt Schilling.
Next.
David Schoenfield.
Next.
ESPN for saying Romo is a number 2 quarterback out of the top 10.
Next.
Ryan Zicka Blazing.
Next.
Martavis for violating the substance abuse policy.
Next.
That's it.
No, there's a lot more you missed from the conference call we had earlier. What happened to the Dan Le Batard and the Stu Gotts? You forgot that one?
No. That's for the Skippy Douche Canoe Award.
That's the one
That's what we're doing right now.
No, we have to do the Skippy Douche Canoe of the Week. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
What the hell?
For
I knew what
week?
Yeah.
I'm going to give it to ESPN because anybody who has half a brain even knows that Tony Romo is not a top 3 quarterback.
I second that.
Okay, I'm down with that.
ESPN. All right, now we get to the douche canoe of the month. Patience, gentlemen. August 7th, 2015, it turns out that Jeff Eskow had a real angry situation because he watched Dan Levitard and Stu Gotch.
Bingo, bingo, bingo. There's your winner.
But there's still more to it.
I don't give a flying fig Newton.
Not even. Well, we also picked Skip Bayless not once but twice for this. I didn't know.
I know, but we've given him the douche canoe for the month. Dan Levitard and Stu Gotts get the freaking douche canoe award of the week. That was the worst freaking award of the month. That was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Those guys should be banned.
Who's the other candidates, Sean?
Well, Skippy Bayless was August 14th and August 21st because he couldn't get his journalism facts straight. And then we just picked ESPN. Josh,
okay, we're going to go with who do you want, Josh?
Dan Levitard and Stu Gotts. You're the Skippy douche canoe of the week.
With an honorable mention to the man himself, Skip Bayless.
Correct.
Just never forget how you sat there, Jeff, and you didn't like what you were watching on television.
You know, it's hard to pick between those two because of what Skip said about Tony Romo playing, and Dan Levitard. So we're going to have to do Dan Levitard and his buddy Stu Gotts, who did the show, with an honorable mention to Skip Bayless. For screwing the whole thing up.
Which makes Jeff so sick and tired of them.
Oh, my God. That was really hard to... I couldn't... Thank God I finally fell asleep. I couldn't watch that. That was terrible.
Terrible.
It was terrible.
I have noticed quite a bit this year that we've picked a lot for journalism for candidates.
Well, see, Skip Bayless Douche Canoe Awards should only be journalists. Because it's a journalist award who screwed up. So it should only be journalists, writers, sports broadcasters, that type of people.
Right, Josh, just like James Prezzelli of Fox Sports.
Right. But the Rat Bastard Award of the week can go to anybody for screwing up. You see the difference?
Oh, yeah.
That's the difference. Hey, guys, if you want to know what we're talking about during the commercial breaks, head on over to swrsportshorts.com/SWR Shorts and sign up today. That's swrsportshorts.com/SWR Shorts and find out what we talk about during the commercial breaks. It's a doozy. We've been having some fun today.
Sure have.
All right, what do we got next?
All right, so those are the awards. We'll be back with a whole new set of candidates as we start the month of September.
Starting the month of September on Monday, right?
I cannot believe it.
No,
Tuesday.
Tuesday is the month of... Oh, my God. Hey, you know something? Monday's my sister's birthday. How about that?
Oh, the day after Joey Crawford's birthday.
Yeah, Monday's my sister's birthday, man. That should be very interesting.
Happy birthday, fat bastard. Happy birthday, fat bastard.
That's right.
Okay, RG3 the third must be retested in 1 or 2 weeks, doctor says. RG3, who came out a couple weeks ago and said that he is arguably the best quarterback in the NFL, will not play for the Redskins in their preseason game Saturday against the Ravens.
Must be the best quarterback in the league.
Must be.
Oh, please. With him saying that now, I guess Jay Gruden will be off the hook, huh, Jeff? Since
well, that's the right thing to do is not play him.
RG3 saying that he's the best quarterback in the league. It's like saying Russell Westbrook's the best basketball player in the league.
I'll go with that.
How can he be, I've always said, how can you say that, RG3? You haven't even won a Super Bowl. You got the Redskins to the playoffs in 2012, but then it went downhill after that.
Oh, yeah.
Here's what he says. Per discussion with neuropsychologist and with Anthony Casalero, MD, we have anticipated yesterday that the patient would be cleared for full participation in gameplay this weekend. However, upon further scrutiny today of the neuropsychology data, I agree with the neuropsychologist. Should be held from gameplay this weekend and be retested in 1 or 2 weeks before a firm conclusion to return to gameplay can be made. That's what the Redskins doctors said, as RG3 will not be playing. So, hey, Gary One Arm, even though I got you blocked, I wonder what your thoughts would be about thinking who's your quarterback of the future for the Redskins.
Exactly. And
it wouldn't surprise me, Josh, if we won't get ready to see Gary One Arm maybe in the chat room in a few weeks.
True.
He'll be talking about how great the Redskins are.
Right. Talking how great the Redskins are. Get the flock out of here.
I never even seen him with any Redskins gear, even though when he used to tag me, it was always Redskins, Redskins, Redskins. And Josh used to get tagged too with all the Redskins on Facebook.
There you go.
Just like how funny it was, Jeff. Last year when you and Gary One Arm were going at it, I just laughed so hard. You back and forth banter between you and him. You both were fuming.
Yes. Hey, let's run to our quarter of the hour break. You're listening to Jeff Escal, Show Man, Josh Lopez on
SportsWorld Radio.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Why does consultant Jerry Howell stay at La Quinta?
Can you come back tomorrow?
Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold the room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think.
Synergistic integration.
Genius.
He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at LQ.com.
La Quinta.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Hi, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wide world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escal, Show Man, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. All right, so final segment of the show. Where are we going, boys and girls?
All right, the last final segment we got at 47 minutes after the hour, a team in Major League Baseball that's continuing to impress a lot of people. A lot of people are saying that the Mets have been impressive. But you go up north and you talk about the Toronto Blue Jays. They have been on a roll, Josh. They are 71-56, 7-3 in the last 10 games. Are you surprised to see the Blue Jays doing so well, Josh?
No, because I knew the potential and the talent was there. It's just they never seem to be consistent enough for the past couple of years. And I think they finally got a good nucleus of pitching from the starting pitching staff. And I honestly think the Blue Jays can give the Royals a run for their money.
So you think that the Royals' biggest challenge would be the Blue Jays, and what about the Houston Astros? Can they challenge the Kansas City Royals?
Maybe because they're good at playing at home, but if the Astros are starting the series on the road, I don't think they would do so well.
I don't think anybody can stop the Royals. Quite honestly, if you look at that team, they have picked up where they left off last year. Because if you look at that team, they've got pitching, they've got hitting. They've been in just an unbelievable story this year. I didn't know how they were going to recuperate after losing the World Series last year. Jeff, what do you think from the Kansas City Royals?
I kind of like them. You know, I think I think they're going to win the Central. I'm not going to be shocked if I see them in the World Series at all.
Oh, they've got the American League Central wrapped up. No question about it. They're not going to blow it either to the Twins or to the they're not going to blow it to the Minnesota Twins. They've got it wrapped up. They've got all the pieces in place to be a really tough team in October. And Jeff, can the Blue Jays challenge the Royals? That's the biggest question I think I would be asking.
Well, it's not so much because they're in different divisions. So the only time they're going to face each other is in the conference, in the Eastern Conference for the East, right?
For the ALCS.
For the ALCS, right. That's the only time they'll face each other.
It's possible, but we'll see what ends up happening there. A team that I mentioned, the Yankees, are starting to falter a little bit, losing Mark Teixeira for an injury, Jacoby Ellsbury and CC Sabathia. Josh, I believe the time is catching up with the Yankees because they're leading the wild card, but they got to be careful.
Well, old Yeller has to be taken to the yard sometime soon, right?
Yeah.
So there you go.
Because they got a number of teams. There's a few teams that are trying to chase the Yankees in the American League wild card. Of course, you've got the Angels that are hanging in there. The Twins are. It's amazing Minnesota is still playing well to this point but the question is, can the Twins have a chance to get to the wild card? Who knows?
Hey, let me say this. To say, besides, I'm excluding Toronto in the conversation, Sean, but to say that Carlos Beltran, CC Sabathia, Alex Rodriguez, and some of the other players for the Yankees, the fact they're in a playoff race shows how bad the AL East is.
The AL East has been a real surprise. Before the beginning of the year, a lot of expectations had it that the Red Sox, even I believe the Red Sox were going to be really, really good this year, but the Red Sox just got zapped with injuries and a little bit of drama, and of course a lot of a manager dealing with cancer. You have the Tampa Bay Rays, of course, a team that everybody expected to be really, really good, but the Rays starting to fade. Baltimore, the Orioles aren't the same like they were last year, Josh.
They're not.
I don't know if Buck Showalter will be around after this year's manager for Baltimore. It's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell.
It really is. It's hard to tell how the Orioles are going to be. And, of course, Jeff, you were proud to see Baltimore last year win the AL East and see Buck Showalter get return to the playoffs.
Right. Exactly.
And Texas, of course, is chasing the Yankees. They're sitting at 65 and 61. Hey, Josh, what's your take on the Texas Rangers?
A little bit too late.
A little too late?
Yeah. Well, I think some way, somehow, they missed the AL wild card. I think it's the Angels division, but at the same time, the Angels are struggling on the road, so you never know. I really thought the Mariners were going to be good this year, but that's obviously not the case.
No, Seattle Mariners, dealing with the fact that they fired their general manager today, is just probably going to lead to Lloyd McClendon maybe getting let go after this year. There's going to be some managers on the hot seat, and I think Lloyd McClendon is one of them. Socia is a possibility for the Angels. He's been there, and he's done a great job. He's won a World Series championship as a manager. You can't take that away from him, but it's like, Jeff, you would always say, what have you done for yourselves lately, Angels? You haven't won anything in 13 years.
Right. No, they haven't. They haven't done nothing.
But of
Not
course,
hella beans.
No.
But of course, at that time in 2002, they were taking on who? Steroid boy Barry Bonds and the Giants.
Right.
Steroid
boy and Barry Bonds. That's right.
And of course, in the National League, we talk about the Pirates. The Cubs are still one of the hottest teams that in the month of August, and the Cubs are on a mission to try to get to the playoffs, and they really want to win that World Series. Of course, Josh, I know you live in Chicago. They'll go nuts at the Cubs.
I'll be scared for my life. Wish me luck.
I bet. It's going to be crazy out there.
And the Giants...
it's already crazy out here.
San Francisco's only hope, from what I've been hearing and reading about, their only hope is the National League West. I just think it's going to be really tough for them to stay with both the Pirates and the Cubs, and that could be a real battle down to the wire between the Giants and the Dodgers.
I don't think the Giants are going to have anything at all because right now they are. Where are they? Right now, their Dodgers are 2.5 games over the Giants. So the only way the Giants are going to get into the playoffs is if they win that division and beat the Dodgers. Otherwise, they ain't getting in. Nobody's coming out of the West. All these teams are going to come out of the Central for the playoffs. You're going to get 3 teams coming from the Central. You're only going to get 1 from the East, 1 from the West, and 3 from the Central.
It just seems like, though, too, when you think about in regards to the Dodgers, it just seems like the team that has given them so much fits and misery has always been the St. Louis Cardinals. That every time they played St. Louis, the Cardinals have always had their number.
Yeah, they have. And they'll probably continue to be that way.
I agree with you, too, Josh. I just hope the Cardinals aren't in the Fall Classic because I'm sure I won't be watching the World Series anyway because of how long this doggone postseason is going to be. Oh, what a joke.
Big joke.
Joke and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Okie
dokie.
And let's see, the Nationals have been another surprise. What's your guys' thoughts on the Washington Nationals this year? Matt Williams, do you think he's gone?
I think if the damn it, if my other raspberry should be a father. Anyway, I'll say the Nationals don't make the playoffs this year, Sean. I think Matt Williams will be fired, and I think Steven Strasburg is becoming a bust.
The Nationals, though, you have to give them props that they have been a team that has brought baseball back to Washington after being away for a long time. But Washington has always been the team that just can't get past the first round for some reason. And
they're a lot like the Bengals.
Basically, yes. They just either can't win the 5th game or they always lose in heartbreak. And, of course, the point that was really bad for the Nationals is when they ended up losing to the Cardinals in 5 games in the 2012 National League Divisional Series. And that was real surprising. Mm-hmm. So we'll see how the Nationals look. But they're a disappointment. The Red Sox have been a disappointment. There's been a lot of surprises this year as far as Major League Baseball. And I think the teams that have been the up-and-coming teams is like the Cubs. They've been a team that nobody expected to be there. The Blue Jays most certainly are a surprise team to see them lead. But I honestly say that the Blue Jays are better than the Yankees are in terms of the AL East. And I think Toronto is going to win the AL East. They look really sharp. And the Yankees are beginning to fold because injuries are starting to affect them. And they've been playing really bad baseball of late.
Hey, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
True.
Right?
It is a 162-game marathon, so
right.
You never know which direction you're going.
Exactly. It happens to the best of us.
As long as they could just change it for next year to make sure we could start maybe in early April and go till late September, because that's a joke.
It is a joke.
Joke and a half.
A major joke and a half. A major joke and a half. And on that note, we're getting the flock out of here. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us today. We had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too. Hope you guys enjoyed all the weeks of shows. We had a lot of writers on talking a lot of football this week. We got some plans for next week as well. Don't forget our first NFL Real Talk show is coming up September 5th, 9 o'clock on the East, 6 o'clock on the West, right here on Sports World Radio. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. We'll be back on Monday for another edition of Sports World Radio. Until then, my friends, remember, you only have one life to live. Live it long, live it strong, and live it proud. And please don't forget, life may suck, but the alternative is unacceptable.
Amen.
Peace out, everybody. We will see you on Monday, and have a great weekend.
Goodbye, and have a great evening and weekend.
Shut up, Skip.
Hey, boys, Stimpy. We sure had fun today, didn't we? So long, kids. Come on, Stimpy, say goodbye.
Where are we going?
The show's over. See you next time.
Next time? When's that?
Pretty soon. Don't worry.
Pretty soon? How long is that?
In a little while, man.
Goodbye, folks. Yeah, goodbye, folks.